What is up, people? We're here. We're locked in. We're ready to go. A little bit of a late start, but we are here, people. That's right. We're going to be doing the Manchester City game. And, of course, the Liverpool Sunderland game, just like we did yesterday as well. Getting a late start, but we are here. So go ahead. We'll get it all going here, get everything going, looking good. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I am actually just a few seconds behind the game, but we're here now. We are locked in. Let's go, Fulham. Come on, you Cottagers. Definitely looking to Definitely looking for a Fulham victory today. Definitely looking for the Cottagers to do us one, of course. And it's an interesting choice from Pep today with the lineup. Very interesting with the lineup today from Pep Guardiola as far as who he's got in that midfield. Definitely very interesting. He's gone with an experienced and strong midfield in Bernardo Silva, and of course in Rodri. Nico O'Reilly, of course, is a big guy, big dude in there, of course, as well. Very interesting. The battle in that midfield today. City have won it high. Here's Haaland. Goes for the shot. It's blocked. It will be a corner kick. All right. Thanks for being here, everybody. Go ahead and smash up those likes on your way in. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thanks for being here. Let's go. Let's go. Corner kick here with Philly frozen. Hands raised. It's going to be an in-swinger. Come on, Leno. Be big. Leno's got to be big. Here comes across very far. That's going to go past everybody. Margay's going to get underneath it, though. Nico O'Reilly plays it off of Bassi for another corner kick. Early pressure here from the citizens at home. They won't get this one in. They're going to hit it to Aït-Nouri first and then go for Bernardo Silva back out wide. Chukwueze doing well. Come on, Emmy. Woo! Ball bounced up for Philly Foden there, and he's whipped it right at who's in the way here. Oh, it's hit flipping homie in the face. It's hit him right in the face. He's done well. Anderson, that's who it was. Anderson right there in the way. Right there in the way. It'll be an outswinger this time from Philly Foden. Ruben Diaz is in there. It looked like he was underneath. Rodri scares the corner flag with that one, and his shot actually goes out for a throw-in. Good one, Rodri. Shot actually went out for a throw-in there. Good job, buddy. You did well. You did really, really well on that one. Not his Ballon d'Or best. Not the Ballon d'Or best. Oh, wow. Pep is wrapped up. Looking rainy, looking cold. That's well done from Alex Iwobi to get it wide here in the space for Chukwueze. Got to play quick, man. Got to play quick. Fulham. High lines from deep. Runs from deep. Break lines. Runs from deep, break high lines. All right. Okay, Smith Rowe hits it up. Got to win a second ball. He has done here. So too is Erling Haaland. That's well done down for Rodri and Nico O'Reilly here with some space. It's going to find Foden, even though it was meant for Haaland. Here's Rodri advancing. He's going to find Nunez out wide here. Down the line for Bernardo Silva. And once again, for I think Leno saw it late. He was trying to give him the eyes, I think, and it ends up being a good save from the former Arsenal man. Let's take a look here. Kind of bounces weird, so he doesn't take the first shot. It ends up being a little bit weak on the right side of Anderson after the ball kind of got away from him there when he was going for his left-footed shot. But it's already back with City. City. Here. Wide for Aït-Nouri. Of course, City having all the ball. Fulham sitting in, looking for their chances. That's what you would have expected. Some space here for Nunez. Fulham shifting. Jimenez all the way back. Rodri wide for Aït-Nouri. Harry Wilson faces him up. He's going to go byline, cut back. It's good D from the midfielder to push them back. Rodri to the back post. Nunez is wide open. Another save by Leno. I think it was on sides, actually, in the end. But if Jimenez is the one that is marking, I don't think Jimenez should be the guy coming back on the left winger because he's a yard deeper than the rest of the Fulham line, and he was not paying attention to Nunez whatsoever. He's a center striker. Why is he back in the left defense, kind of a left winger defensive position? Leno will elect to hit it long here. Leno will elect to hit this one long. I am a few seconds behind, about a minute behind. Technical difficulties at the start. Jimenez shoving Guéhi. Fulham will be able to retain possession here. Interesting how narrow Man City are coming. How narrow Man City are in this press. It's effective on that chance. Got the ball back here with Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias. Here's Mark Guéhi. Now, Rodri in the center of the park here. Ball through, vertical, through the lines there. Bernardo trying to continue it on as the space closes and Fulham can break away here. But City have conspired to make them pass it back. Here's Bassi to bring it forward. Ooh, just too much for Sessegnon. Just going to be too much for Sessegnon there. Man, he looks nasty there in Manchester. It looks nasty. Commentators discussing how difficult it has been for Fulham to play out from the back, as you would expect. I know they're going on a run. O'Reilly will collect. He's going to try to cover himself. Cutting left, cutting right. Took all the defenders coming across. Eventually falls for Leno. Here's Sessegnon. Chukwueze in the center. Oh, turn and look at what you're doing, bro. That's poor from Chukwueze. Here's O'Reilly. Wasteful from the young Manchester midfielder. Pep looks on in consternation, but Chukwueze, man, tell him you can turn. He's got time. Alex Iwobi's got to tell him he's got time. Because if he turns there instead of one touching it, he's got an overload on the other side. As it is. As it is, it'll just be a long ball here from Leno. Jimenez battling with Gahey once again. It'll come down for Nunez. Donnie Ruru over to Gahey here. Fulham not pressing all the way into the box in their high press. Not necessarily pressing as a team either. No one went with Rodri there, and it's allowed City to gain another 30 yards of territory here. Rodri in the center of the park. Sprays it wide for Nunez, who does not bring it in quickly enough. Fulham more than happy for City to have the ball in these areas until Gahey hits it to Nori. Tete comes across very close to the City left back, pulling his shirt all day long. Anthony Taylor doesn't seem to care. You can't just stop because you think it's a foul, my guy. Can't just stop because you think you've been fouled. Got to play to the whistle. Don't you learn that when you're, what, 12? 9 years old? Pep looks so weird with the hood up. I love it. Got to play quickly if you're going to pass out from the back. Okay. Okay. Fulham committed to it here. That's good stuff. Now through the lines, and we're going backwards again. Here we go. Here we go. Who's going to win it? No one in particular. That's well done from City. That's great press from City. Easy as you like. Make them hit it long. Nunez in some space here, but Sessegnon's done very well. Here's Bassi. Chukwueze looks a little hustled. He looks a little like in a rush every time he gets the ball. That's good work from Leno to spot that pass for Anderson in the space. Ball over the top is very poor for Raul Jimenez. But that was a good pick out from Leno. We need to see more of that. I like the black and gold kit from Fulham. I'm loving that. It's almost like a bronze. It's not even like a gold. It's like a bronze. I love that. Long ball into the channel here for Semenyo. Never going to get to that. Surface very wet. Ball's going to skip. For sure. We've all seen that. Kenny Tete already breathing very hard there, it looked like. Definitely lots of work to do in this one. City looked pretty comfortable in the press. You can see how narrow they come. Jimenez taking up these positions in the buildup in the left channel is very weird for me. Oh, Rodri doing well there. Nico O'Reilly was in the way, and then he's done horribly. Bassey's going to carry forward here. That's not a foul, man. He's slipped over. Go on. Play on. Bernardo will try to hit it over for Holland. Semenyo goes in versus Tete. That's an important challenge against Foden to make sure they don't win the second ball there and Fulham come away with it. Got to play quicker, and you got to bring people closer. First time Jimenez can win the first ball, hustled out of it there by Gahey. He's got to do better. Got to do better. That's a nice little pass from O'Reilly, from Foot to O'Reilly, I should say. Here's Harry Wilson. Haven't seen him on the ball much so far. Got to get him involved a lot more. Got to get him involved a whole lot more. That's for sure. I love it. It's good passing from the Cottagers. And that's going to be offsides. You got to run from they got to work out these runs from deep, man. Just have a midfield runner. Look how far back Fulham start in their press. They're not even pressing, just giving territory. Here's Bernardo in a little pocket. Chukwueze aware of Nunez out to his right, but he'll just let him go now. Conditions really playing a part. Balls are fast, skipping along the turf. Bernardo cutting in, Chukwueze running with him. I think if the ball even bounces a little bit, both Fulham and City players are having to really concentrate to bring it under control. Kessler. And Fulham, as we see, are so happy, far more, very, very happy to just let City have the ball around the outsides of their formation. You can see that they activate anytime the ball goes into the middle of the park to clog up the spaces. And then to force them back out. That's fine. That's fine. And see, now here you can put the press on. Here they can get the press on. Just forcing City back. But we can't let this ball right here. And now the one pass is beating the whole thing. And City's got a break on here. That's very poor from Phil Foden. Very poor from Philly Foden there. City really pressing hard. That's a good touch from Iwobi, but it only finds Bernardo Silva, who finds Nico Riley, who rips one, sees the space, eyes lit up big as saucers, and was unable to even put this one on target. Nope, not a lot better. Definitely not a lot better. Here's some space for Raul Jimenez. Somebody tell me he's got a man on. And it's the same old story. City went high and then have a poor pass. That was Holland this time. Some space here. Emmy Smith Rowe has Rodri on his back, though. Sanderberga, Tete. You need to keep the territory. Don't go backwards so easily. Iwobi trying to move the defenders around, trying to move the attackers around a little bit. And win it. That's good stuff from Jimenez. Chukwueze's going to be onside here. 1v1 Nunez. Beat him. Ball in for Henry Wilson. Here's Alex Iwobi. He's going into the box here. Some space. Jinky. And that's the first time I've seen a good attack from Fulham. That's the first time I've seen something looking dangerous from the Cottagers. It's well done here from Harry Wilson. You can see Iwobi definitely trying to get to the back post, or at least direct the shot to the back post. Ruben Diaz does well with the sliding challenge. Harry Wilson will hit the out swinger. No, he will not. With the in swinger, it's very poor, not over the first man. Sessegnon does win the second ball, but has trouble bringing it under control. And now Harry Wilson will have some space to get in the ball across. There it is. It's up. Donny Ruru is going to come down with that one. No problem. He's looking to get the break on quickly. And now here's Mateus Nunez. Nobody wants to go to Nori here. Fulham just get back in their shape, but very, very deep. Rodri with the ball out wide for Nunez. Get there before the cross. He does not. Holland's up. It's in. Ooh. And the flag stays down. You can't let the crosses in against Man City. What are you doing? What are you doing? I think you get a bit offsides. But, I mean, you can't let the crosses in. It's just so flippin' easy. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, there's no offsides because it's come off of a Fulham player. Disgusting. That's too easy, man. That's so easy for Man City. Just you can't let them get the crosses in. Like Marco Silva's got to be absolutely pissed. Why are you gonna let crosses in versus the biggest, tallest header in the game? You can't let crosses in, people, versus Man City. Idiots. All to do here for Fulham. All to do now for Fulham. Sitting back so deep versus City. And you're going to let crosses in? That's very poor from Fulham. Very poor from Fulham. And it's 1-0 to the Citizens. It was only 18 years ago, he says. A lot of work to do here for the Men in Black. Just get runs from deep, man. It's a horrible throw-in. It's falling down here for Emmy Martinez. Excuse me, Emmy Smith Rowe, but his touch falls right to Gahey. Man, that's well done by Man City to find the opposite side of the press. And they're passing well now, feeling confident. Aït-Nouri holds it up. Fulham just sitting up too much, giving way too much territory. You can't do that anymore. You're losing. They can't do that anymore, or they're just going to get destroyed. Or they'll just get destroyed. And it'll be an embarrassment. Come on, City is the refrain from the fans, from the stands, all 7 of them. Here's Nunez. Now Bernardo Silva. Down the line for Philly Frozen. Once more for Bernardo. Fulham doing all right, but see, you gotta press as a team. You have to come out as a team. Fulham a little bit disjointed. Their forward men and their defenders. Midfielders are getting stretched. Here's Philly Frozen. Bernardo looking for that reverse pass that he always loves. Here's O'Reilly. Now Rodri. City comfortable at the moment. Except there. Passes it right out of bounds for Aït-Nouri. Hole in the boot. So interesting how teams start against Man City. And then once they go down, it's like a damn the torpedoes kind of thing. Got to get there. Got to win it. Got to win it. Stay on it. That's well done. Here's Emil Smith Rowe. One more across. That's well done for Harry Wilson. Well done, Nori. Oh, it's gonna. Oh my gosh! I think he was trying to go for Emmy Smith to pass to Emmy Smith Rowe when he cut in, but that is definitely a big opportunity for Fulham. Mark he does well. Oh man! But it was a chance. It was a chance for Fulham. Chukwueze down the side. Gets past Billy Foden. Spinning. Phil Frozen does well in the end. Mateus Nunez does well. Jimenez there and find Holland, whose touch lets him down, but it falls right for Nico Riley. It's Semenyo on the break. He's got Nico Riley coming inside for the. What a goal! What a finish! Oh my God! Front to back. Credit Mateus Nunez. Definitely credit Mateus Nunez for holding on to possession there, finding Holland. Holland just gets the ball over to Nico O'Reilly, who plays Semenyo in. Semenyo does the unselfish thing, wait for the underlap, and it's 2-0 to City. Fulham in trouble here. Fulham absolutely in trouble here. Lot of work to do for the Cottagers. And it's already looking like a very, very, very bad day for the watch-alongs, for the hate-alongs. But as we know, Man City not necessarily a second-half team, so we're hoping and we're praying. Good goal, though. Fantastic counterattack. Great finish from Nico O'Reilly with the dink. 2-0 City. Ball again. Anderson's gotten a yellow card in the scrum there. Now City are just comfortable. Very, very comfortable at the moment. Hopefully there will be some complacencies to sneak in. Remember the last time they had a big lead over Fulham. Hopefully that's what we can see again this time. And Harry Wilson has to be thinking, wow, if I'd have finished that chance. Nunez a little bit of a wayward pass. Fulham will come up with it after a scramble in the middle there. That's got to be a foul, man. Man City are very aggressive in the press today. Oh, he's caused another turnover. That's an important touch from Anderson. Nico O'Reilly once again. And it will be a corner kick. O'Reilly's feeling it. Absolutely feeling it, that's for sure. Nah, it's his shoulder. Definitely a shoulder. The press is just destroying Fulham right now. They can't handle it. They can't handle it, man. Here's Philly Frozen on the end swinger. It's up. Nico Riley once again. Nori will collect. And they'll just recycle all the way back here with Rodri. Mateus Nunez dribbling back over to his normal position. Fires one at Bernardo, who does so well to give it right back to him. Wow. That was very good control from Bernardo Silva. And here he is once again. Ruben Diaz into the channel. Nunez is there. Big touch. Tries the back heel. They're feeling it, City. Harry Wilson having to come all the way back to help out. Fulham just can't get out, man. Can't get out at all. It will be working hard. Berger does well. So too Chukwueze. But they just cannot get out. And then Nico O'Reilly forces one. Imam Smith-Rowe wins it well, but gives it away. And there's Berger. Give it! Give it! It's a ball through. Raul Jimenez has already stopped running. Oh, my God. Fulham are struggling, man. Fulham are really, really up against it right now. Fulham really up against it right now. That is for sure. And I don't know what they're gonna do. They're gonna figure something out. Gonna have to figure something out on the quick. They gotta survive this half, really. Do Fulham. Absolutely have to survive this half. Because if it gets any worse, the game could already be gone. It could already be gone if it gets any worse. I don't see City conceding 4 goals like they did last time. No. Fulham already looking frustrated, man. Yeah, definitely a booking. Important touch from Holland to get past Anderson on that one so that the team could get forward there. It's Paul Tierney. It's not indeed Anthony Cooper. Why are all the referees bald now? There's a VAR check? What's the VAR check? So they were okay. They were just trying to send Fulham off. Okay. They were trying to give City every possible advantage they possibly can. Okay. Yeah, sure. Sure. Let's check every little inch of everything to see if we can give Man City as much of an advantage as we possibly can. Because we know they're shit in the second half. Fulham are going to have to find something, man. I'll tell you that much. O'Reilly's been good. O'Reilly's definitely been good. Roger will go one long into the channel. Comes off Semenyo's boot. City are just pressing with such aggression. And Foden tries to find Semenyo on the left. Fulham cannot handle City's press right now. Just cannot handle City's press right now. It's a very simple concept, very difficult for people to play in these conditions under a lot of pressure. And so City have been doing very well. Sander Berger's come down with the second ball. There's a big touch. I know he's going to get onto it. And it's everything going City's way here. Oh, goes for the shots. Wow. 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 What are we watching? What are we watching? Holy hell, man. Fulham getting ripped apart. Fulham getting absolutely decimated. Getting absolutely decimated, man. There's just space absolutely everywhere. They're winning the ball very, very high up. And Fulham can't handle it, man. They cannot live with the press. Cannot live with the press. And that's got to be all she wrote, folks. I know they'll probably shut off, but I'll be shocked if they give them. Absolutely shocked. And when it rains, it flipping pours. That's what I'm saying here, because this is disgusting. Disgusting performance from Fulham. This reminds me of the time when I was trying to get Fulham to help us out in the 23-24 title race, and they were flying kites before the damn game in practice and shit. Bums, man. Fulham, I don't know what they've done here, but this is a horrendous showing. Horrendous showing. Just giving the ball away every single time they go forward. Not looking for passes. Harry Wilson just playing it into nobody. This is the most comfortable City have been since the opening day. It's the most comfortable City have been since the opening day versus Wolves, man. And their high press is they've just won so many balls. That's a yellow card, referee. That's absolutely a yellow card for Bernardo Silva. Thank you. He's kicked the crap out of him after he's gone down. I mean, after the ball's gone. That's nasty from Bernardo Silva. And he's smiling. Bro, he swung his leg out him after the ball's gone. Check for a red. Freaking rat. That's crazy. Here's a Iwobi. One over the top. Gahey's going to play the line to Harry Wilson. That's great work from Gahey. God! Wow. Wow. That's great work from Harry Wilson. It's a great run from Raul Jimenez. A great ball. Oh, my God. It's definitely a pass. It's not trying to dink it. It's definitely a pass. Oh, my God. Damn. Just nothing going right for Fulham at the moment. Just absolutely nothing going right. Got to win a second ball. Down for Berger. Sessegnon will win it. Oh, you got to stop giving the flip. This is the worst Fulham performance I've seen for some time, man. It's the worst Fulham performance I've seen in a long time. That's for sure. It's a letdown. I was hoping Fulham would have something for them, but it's been a cruise, a stroll, a walk in the park. Nico Riley's having his way in the midfield. Fulham absolutely unable to pass around out from the back. Here comes Foden. Going for four. Be a handball. Everyone in blue for it. And every time City win a second ball, they're just in immediately. They're just immediately in behind every time they win a second ball because Fulham are having to commit so hard in the middle of the park. No way. There's no way they're calling that a handball. Got to play quick, Fulham. Got to win a second ball. Oh, my God. City are winning everything in the midfield. City are winning every single ball in the midfield. See what happens when you win a ball? See what happens when you win a ball in the middle of the park? You get an opportunity to go forward. And here's another opportunity. Here's winning a second ball. See how easy that is? You're right, Texas. We have to smash Brentford. 100%. Long ball across there. It's Smith Rowe. Tete on the overlap. It's far too slow from Fulham, as it has been all game long. Here's Chukwueze now. O'Reilly for company. It's a ball in for Iwobi. One touch for Smith Rowe. Good work. One ball back. Tete comes across. Who's there? Pushes Nunez down anyway. So Paul Tierney just lets the advantage go, but Fulham have to score before the half, man. They got to score before half. Win it, Emmy! Comes down for Chukwueze here. Well, hopefully Man City will drop off. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Hopefully they'll drop off. You know. We've seen City collapse in the second half worse before. So I'm taking team to this game here before they're gonna have to up their ideas a lot. And that's a foul. And that's a foul there. Of course, we will be switching over. Or I will get the Liverpool. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and get the Liverpool game on. Since I can. Of course, Peacock's going to make me watch some commercials here. No pain, more gain. Advil liquid gels. Oh, my goodness gracious me. We're kicked off at the Fortress of Light. It's going to be a corner kick for Sunderland. Right out the ripperoo. Enzo Lafayette across it in. Allison will collect. And that's halftime at the empty stadium. Most likely going to be empty of Liverpool, Fulham fans very soon, I should say. Very poor from the away side. City eating, absolutely eating. And while we're all hoping, I doubt very seriously Fulham are going to be able to come back in this one. Doubt very, very seriously, and I'll take that out of my ear. Don't have to listen to the halftime show. As we'll switch our focus to the whole game at the Fortress of Light. Ball's up here. Bravi battling with Konate. We know that's going to be a big battle all day long. Here's Verts in some space. It's going to be a foul. Verts on Lafay there. And this green and white kit from Liverpool is not my favorite. The green and white kit from Liverpool, not my favorite. Enzo Lafay goes down like a sack of potatoes there. That was way too easy. Way too easy going down. I agree, Texas. I don't think Fulham are going to be able to come back. It just doesn't feel like the day. Maybe they'll be in the torpedoes and just go all the way at it and do something crazy, but I'd be shocked if City let this one go. I'd be shocked if they let it go. And like I said, Texas, I think we're just going to have to put them down ourselves at the Etihad. And I have all confidence that we can do that. Man, it's raining in Sunderland too. Raining up in the Northeast pretty hard as well. Nasty night over in the UK. Nasty night. Drying that ball off doesn't do anything when as soon as you pull the towel away, it's flipping drenched once again. Here's Siddiqui. Liverpool looking to press Sunderland high here, but there's a lot of space. Gotta be quicker than that. Robertson coming in hot. There's Gakpo out wide. It's a good ball into the center for McAllister. Sunderland get back in their shape. Robertson. Liverpool are going to have to play very quickly. Very congested in there. Very congested in there. It's a long one out for Salah. Ronaldo on the chase. Now double team. That's a good ball into the channel for Gravenberch. Once again, here's McAllister with the first time cross. Ekitike's in there. Only as far as Konate. First 5 minutes, the Fortress of Light. Ball over the top. Mo Salah ain't even looking for it. There's Ronaldo. Puts it up, but Salad Bowl's going to win it. Over for Van Dijk. Sunderland doing well to push him out. The ball looks like it's going to be slipping, sliding, bouncing around, skipping around as well for both sides, of course. That's a good ball into the pocket for McAllister. Wirtz will take it over. Ball across. TK's there, but it's good D from Alderete. It will be a corner for Liverpool. Salah goes over to take it. A lot of bodies in there in that 18-yard box. Definitely a scrum, a wrestling match, a WWE fixture. Salah arm raised. Here comes the in-swinger. Big Danny Ballard underneath it. It's always a win for the D when the ball goes all the way back to the deepest man off of a corner kick. It's another one, and Van Dijk's in there. Trying to head it down. I think Gravenberch may have been in there as well. Maybe it's Gakpo. Yeah. Anyway, Sunderland look to build. No one coming short, though. He's probably just going to hit this one long as roofs. He's only got Alderete and Ballard far to his right and left. Picks a good ball out, though, for Ronaldo, who passes it right back. And there's a long one in the channel. Brian Broby is going to be, oh, it's going to bounce right over him for Allison. Going to bounce right over him for the Brazilian. Good communication from Sunderland, forcing Allison to hit it long. But nobody challenges Gakpo. Oh, Alderete just hits it out. Could have been a little bit calmer there, I feel like. Could have been calmer there. Here's Gakpo. Fires it at Ekitike. Does well to keep the ball there. McAllister looking the other side. Here's Konate for Salah. Sunderland very, very deep in the shape. Here's Gakpo. To the back post. It's definitely not good enough for Salah. Then Konate comes in with a wild one. I'm not sure what he was doing there. I'm not sure if that was a... I'm not sure what that was. Not sure what that was, actually. Sunderland willing to hit it long up to Brobby, trying to win these second balls. Haven't seen him do that yet, but of course... What? Why are they showing Ange Postecoglou on the... Why are they talking about Ange Postecoglou on Peacock right now? What in the world? I don't know what's going on there. NBC doing something weird. Anyway, 10 minutes into the Liverpool-Sunderland game. Still 0-0. It's a long one. Is Salah going to get on the end of it? Nope. Rolfs is there to clear it long. It's a good battle over there with Ronaldo. Way looking for Salah first time on the early cross. Enzo Lafay working back really well there to get it back to his goalkeeper so they can clear. Got to win a second ball. McAllister looking around, spinning, can't find it. Who's going to come down with it? That's great work. Great work. Verts will get on it here. Salah, Verts. Very tight in there. Here's Gravenberch. Now McAllister. They've worked it wide for Gakpo here. 1v1 with Siddiqui. Ball across. First time there from Gravenberch. Sunderland defense in the way. Here's Ekitike now. 1v1 out wide. Trey Hume on the defense. Ekitike just shrugs him off and puts it out for a goal kick. Good D. Good D there from the Sunderland men. Combining well just to get it over the line. Regis Labrie definitely up for manager of the season, if you ask me. Sunderland doing so well, man. Still the only team. Still the only team unbeaten at home, of course, are the Black Cats. They haven't conjured much going forward at this point. Looks like a head injury. Konate and Brobby coming together there. I'm sure that will happen more than one more time this game. Konate just heading the back of Brobby there. Heading him in the back of his head. It's a sore one. It's a sore one. And we'll get rolling again with Alisson. Or maybe we won't. He's just going to stand there. And now he'll hit one long. Ekitike is not even looking for it, and it hits him. That's so well done. Ekitike isn't even looking for the ball there, and he manages to not only get the first touch, but he's won the foul there as well off of Siddiqui. Liverpool with a danger. Or no, it was a throw-in. Okay, I thought he'd gotten the foul. Obviously, I'm not listening to that when it's on mute. Liverpool, for all their possession, yet to really create anything dangerous. And Sunderland haven't seen them create anything at all, honestly. Ronaldo taking it from his goalkeeper there. That was an interesting one. They do just enough, and Brian Brobby's going to get on the end of this one in front of Konate. That's well done. Now you got to help him. Got to help him. Going down the line is Trey Hume. Sorry, Enzo Lafay. Sunderland win a second ball here. Play quickly with Ronaldo. just having to recycle here. Dan Ballard going to bring it forward with some energy. Sunderland going to have to find some quicker options, some quicker passes. Here's Diarra. That's a good touch there here for Mukiele, who's giving it away. Oh, that's a poor first touch. Here's Gravenberch's little space in the midfield. Salah comes to and goes all the way back for Van Dijk, but they'll take the territory. Gained about 25 yards of territory there with that. Sunderland in their shape, however. Gravenberch the ball for Ekitike. Not good enough. It's a foul, referee. Trey Hume pushed down from behind there. And this one's going about as I would expect it, Sunderland-Liverpool. It's kind of cagey. Sunderland comfortable to keep Liverpool at arm's length and get into these situations where they've won the second ball here with Renildo. And now perhaps Sunderland can look to build. Not a lot of movement ahead of the ball, though. Liverpool back into a shape. It's a 4-4-2, though. Without a point to their box midfield. In the past, we've seen Gakpo and Salah pressed up way higher on opposite sides of the box that they like to form, do Liverpool against the ball. And it's there. You can see it. Ball down the channel. Diarra's going to give everything he got to get there. Robertson does well just to shield it out. But you can see the box that McAllister, Wirtz, Salah, or no, it's not Salah. It's McAllister, Gravenberch, Wirtz, and Ekitike are forming that box for Liverpool. It's very interesting the way they try to clog up space in the middle of the park. And, of course, also committed to playing out from the back are the visitors today. I really hate the teal, white uniform. Must be said. Danny Ballard comfortably down for Alderete. Bobby coming to get that one. That's good work. Here's Mukiele out wide from Diarra. Early cross for Bobby. It's just behind him, however, but Sunderland will collect it. Go all the way back to Roofs. Sunderland with a little spell of possession here. Perhaps can crank up the pressure. Renildo with some space. Can't always run away from your man. Can't always run away from the guy with the ball. Not too much in front. And so it's all the way back for Roofs as the Manchester City players run back out of the tunnel. Marmoush coming in. Fulham with a whole bunch and then some to do at the empty-head stadium. With a whole bunch and then some. Marmoush coming on, I would assume, for the Nordic Meat Shield. What's about? Oh, hallelujah, he says. Apparently, Deitch sacked if he loses today versus Wolves. Or yeah, he should be. You can't lose to Wolves. Oh, shoot. The boss man's come to the match. The crazy Greek, he's there. We're back underway in Manchester. Marinakis looking to sack somebody at the game. Sack somebody in the tunnel. Oh, man. Are they losing? That game's going on right now. What's the score? Let me look up. Let me look up the score of Forest and Wolves. Here's Mukiele. Oh, wow. It's come right back out for Mukiele. But that was a chance for Sunderland. Phil Foden already went it in space here, very high up the pitch. 3-2 Burnley over Palace at halftime. Holy crapola. 0-0 between Villa and Brighton. Forest unable to find a way past Wolves so far. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Some space here for Alex Iwobi. He's going to hit it wide for Harry Wilson. You got to play quick. Got to play quick, Fulham do. Here's Tete. Quickly. Marmouche to press Harry Wilson. He's going to take it forward. He's going to squirt for Amy Martinez here. Goes for the near pitch shots. Donny Ruru with the save. But it is a corner now for Fulham. And maybe a goal here might maybe give him a little bit of hope. Maybe just a little bit. Harry Wilson and Alex Iwobi presiding over the corner kick. To the back post, Harry Wilson, Donny Ruru's big crazy Schwimmis. Gets it back for Bassi, who goes for a rip. Ruben Diaz is in the way. Tete bowls over Marmouche, and he'll get the foul. That's weak from the referee. Weak sauce, Mr. Referee. And I appreciate everybody being here. Make sure you're smashing up the likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you get that notification bell on, because we will be live, the Cup Chasers podcast, from 6 p.m. tonight, right after the Liverpool game. Speaking of, Verts almost squeezes one in there, and it'll be a corner kick for the Reds, wearing green this evening. Here's Gahey. Nori is making a run. Marmouche will eventually find him. Here's Rodri in the center. Meanwhile, Gakpo will hit the in-swinger in. It's a wrestling match in the box. Roofs comes out and strong. Breaks on for Sunderland here. Trey Hume. Everybody's running away from him, though, and Florian Wirtz does so well to win it back now with Mo Salah. And with Florian Wirtz back for Salah in the mix. Okay, it's going to squirt for Gakpo. No, it's not. Roofs to the rescue. Got some space here out wide for Enzo Lefebvre. Game opening up at the Fortress of Light. Commentator talking about Fulham about to have an 8th away defeat. Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're not coming back from this one, bro. They're not coming back. I'll be shocked if Fulham turn this one around. Well, Taro Indo is who's been playing right back for Liverpool today. I didn't even notice that. It's great work from Manchester City, and Semenyo is actually going to get there. Bassi doing just enough. Bassi doing just enough. Jimenez down for Chukwueze. Puts his hand up. Nobody in front of me. Berger not even looking forward. Here's Tete. Smith Rowe. Salah going down like a sack of potatoes there. And he gives him the foul. Who's going to come down to this second ball? Man City just showing their typical second half pallor a bit here. Here is Alex Iwobi for Berger. Now Tete. And Harry Wilson. Here's Iwobi. Now Tete. City back into shape here. Here's Harry Wilson, 1v1 with Ainori. Now Tete. City doing well to force Fulham all the way back. Then O'Reilly kicks Tete. Reynaldo needs to be careful now. He's been booked. Oh, that's not even him. Who was that? Kick on Endo nonetheless. That's a great touch from Ekitike for Gravenberch. Come on, Fulham. Give me something. Give me something. Jimenez doing well. Harry Wilson will come down with it. Here's Smith Rowe. Players arriving on the left. Out for Chukwueze. Goes for the early cross. Right. It's over the top. 1v1 with Siddiqui. The defender doing well. In the way. Perhaps a little bit of City complacency, but Fulham have to be a lot better. Fulham are going to have to take some of these chances if City are going to give it to them, or else it'll get even worse. Or else it'll get even worse. Here's Tete for Anderson. Iwobi. Keep it. Sanderberger does very, very well to get that away from Semenyo. Fulham little spell of possession. Smith Rowe now for Iwobi. Word is Tijani Reinders will be joining the fray. That's a good ball from Harry Wilson, and now a good pass back to him from Emmy Smith Rowe. Ainori does well, but only as far as thought Raul Jimenez might come down with it there. It's going to be a foul against Nico Riley there. Pressure just abates a bit. Meanwhile, both Gravenberch, Liverpool looking to try to find a way through. Sunderland's 4-4-2 block very, very deep here. Some space out wide for Gakpo. It's going to cut to the back. Ball across. First time again from Robertson. Sunderland do well to get it clear. Matias Nunez lets that one go right out of bounds. Oi! Fulham just can't get anything going, man. Just can't really find it today. They've been blitzed in that first half. Blitzed. It's a good ball for Nunez from Phil Foden. It's good control. And then plays it into nobody. Luckily, Rodri's there. Here's Ainori for Marmouche. Marmouche hadn't really been in it yet. Hasn't really been in it yet. I'm sure as the game gets stretched, if Fulham really come out and try to go for it, I'm sure he'll have some opportunities. Mark Gahey, of course, has turned out to be a great signing. Fantastic signing. He was very, very good against whatchamacallit. Here's Verts into the box. That's going to be a foul against him. But yeah, Mark Gahey was very good in their last match. against Liverpool. Substitutes definitely about to enter the fray here for both City and the Fulham. Meanwhile, Gravenberch's going for a long-range effort. It's up. Ronaldo and Salah battling. Ronaldo feels the need to clear it only as far as Konate. And now a chance for Wilson. Cuts it to his left. That's a great tackle from Ait-Nouri. Fantastic recovery from the left back after Gahey gives it right to Emmy Smith-Rowe. And Harry Wilson runs in behind him. Oh, that's good. A good little touch from Ait-Nouri there. Very important. Verts with the shots. Forces Roos to make the save. Fantastic save that ends up being from Robin Roofs to keep it 0-0. Cody Gakpo will get on the corner kick. So the top from Ait-Nouri, meanwhile, for Marmoush. Running into the box. First, Harry Wilson. Tete does well. Foden takes the shots. Corner kick comes to nothing for Virgil van Dijk. Meanwhile, Leno was well behind this one. Well behind it there. City turning on the press here. Here's Phil Foden to win it back. Very much so like we saw in that first half. Long ball from Sunderland. Is probably going to get underneath it. No, but their number 10 getting the start today will be on the throw in there. Now they'll let Trey Hume come do a long throw. And this is back here, and there's an opportunity going right at the end of the defense. Cuts it back for Emi Martinez. Now for Chukwueze. Attack's kind of stalled a little bit, but here's Berger. Here's Tete. Now Harry Wilson. Tete once more. That's so bad. Chukwueze's underneath it, though. Alex Iwobi going to retrieve with Marmoush kicking the crap out of him. Marmoush does well there. Just to concede to throw in. As Liverpool more run forward with Ekitike. He's going to take that shot. Close down, of course. Mukiele, Ballard, Alderete, all running themselves at the ball there. Is leaving us. Tijani Reinders and Kusanov will enter the fray. Matheus Nunez will join Bernardo Silva on the man. Ooh, through for Gakpo, ball across. Oh, it's just missed Mo Salah. Endo lifts it once again. Mukiele able to clear, but that was very close. It won't go out. Here's Gakpo once again running at Mukiele. Ball in for Verts. Cut back to the shot. It's still in. It's got off the bar. Roos was never going to get to that. Here's McAllister. Ay, 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 ay. Liverpool coming very close there. Muniz, Kevin, and Joshua King have entered the fray here. I imagine for Jimenez, Smith-Rowe, and Chukwueze, I would imagine. Yeah. Liverpool just growing into the now. 30 minutes for Fulham to pull off a miracle. 30 minutes for Fulham to do something crazy. It's almost good from Josh King. Is he going to get the ball back here? No, he's going to foul Gahey instead. Endo lifts it into the mixer. Gakpo's trying to win a penalty, going down like a sack of potatoes. Here's Diarra on the defense. Just holds on. Does well. That's a foul, referee. There's no reason to foul him there. Meanwhile, it's a lot more even in Manchester for this 15 minutes here in the second half. Hey, gotta win it. Gotta win it. That's well done from Sanderberger. Gotta keep it now. Wide for Kevin. Ball in from Muniz. He's covering well. Oof. Oh, man. Sunderland doing good D. Not very lucky there. Definitely unlucky to get punished for that one. Anderson hits one long for Kevin. Kusanov's going to be underneath it. He and Ruben Diaz combining well to bring it under their control. Muniz will put pressure on Donny Ruru here. So too Wilson on Gehi. No one following with him, and Aitnori can clear. And I can box. Fulham should have been pressing this high from the rip. Gehi does well to get it to Diaz on the opposite side where there's a lot of space. It's well done from Manchester City, and they're finding all kinds of space now. In transition, here's Semenyo 1v1 with Bassi. He's going to go at him. Cuts inside. Bassi does very well. So too Semenyo to win it back. Nice battle that. The corner comes in from Gakpo. Enzo Lefebvre can clear. Meanwhile, City still in possession. You can say today's hate-along not necessarily as successful as yesterday's. We were incredibly successful yesterday. Everybody dropping points, even Como going through to the semifinal of the Coppa Italia. It was a great watch-along. Today is not so much. Here's Gakpo coming into the box. Cutting, Jinky, left, right, ball back. Only as far as Diarra, who was then fouled by Eki Tiktok. Three one-time passes, and Phil Foden has the freedom of the park here. To Johnny Reinders. And City seem to have weathered Fulham's kind of spell of increased energy and are in total and utter control. Meanwhile, Salah controls it. Hey! Oh my God, Wirtz. Wow, Florian Wirtz goes up for a header with his back turned to the ball because he's afraid of roofs coming out, steamrolling to win this one. And Liverpool fans won't want to see that. Danny Ballard absolutely gives him a golden chance, and he spurned it. Liverpool come again, however, with Wirtz. Oof. Ball across from Cody Gakpo. Roofs does well. A little bit stretched. Liverpool right here. Renildo going around Endo with ease. Shaping for the shot. There it goes. Allison's well behind it. It's actually Anguillo, the left winger there, number 10 for the Sunderland. Bassi goes by Foden here, and Foden just, hey, come on, he's still on his ankle. How is Foden getting away with this, bro? That is an intentional studs-up challenge. That's an intentional studs-up challenge from Phil Foden. Very lucky there that the VAR's not even going to look at that. Of course, why would VAR look at it? It's Man City. Diarra's coming away here. That's a good ball down the line for Broby. Konate trying to grab him. Unable to do so. Here's Mukiele. Cut. Jinky. Step left. Fake right. Ends up passing it. Oh, trying to find one in the channel for Diarra is not a good enough ball, and Allison will collect. Meanwhile, here's Josh King. Iwobi out wide for Kevin. Fulham need to find a spark, a goal from somewhere just to keep the fire alive. It's a good ball out wide for Harry Wilson. He's got Tete with him. He's going to cut inside. And now it's wide for Tete. And Josh King plays it off of Gahey for the corner kick. Fulham have definitely improved, but it's too little too late. But I think what it is City are not pressing them as high, not pressing them as intensely as they were in that first half. I definitely think that's what's going on in the moment. Fulham are getting a little bit of joy from it. Little bit of joy. But they got to score. They got to score here with the in-swinger. It's over. Everybody else will chase Semenyo back. Still biting, still kicking, still hustling and harrying, and he does well to force Bassi to turn it over. Ooh, Liverpool created well down the right-hand side. Indo, poor ball across the box. 5 minutes left in the half at the Stadium of Light. My clock is, of course, concurrent with the City game. Oof. Good win from Tijani Reinders, but Bassi. Got about 20 minutes left in Manchester, and I don't see any way back. I don't see any way back at this point. It's another corner for Liverpool. Definitely putting the pressure on. Gakpo puts it in. It's headed away. Iwobi finds Kevin out wide here in some space. Kusanov and Foden go with him. The ball's across. Muniz is underneath it. Tries to cut it back. Forces Donnarumma to save. And it's just hooked clear. Semenyo will get it. And Rodri gives it right back to Tete. Reaction hasn't been great. Great work from Kevin. It's running through. Muniz almost gets there. Gay does well. Kevin's a good player, man. Kevin's a very good player for Fulham. Ball across for Mo Salah on the corner kick. Balls for McAllister. Does very well there. McAllister did not lose it. Salah once again into the box. Roofs will collect. Meanwhile, Fulham trying to put on the high press. Gahey with a good ball through the lines. That's going to be a foul. Marmouche taken out. Sunderland building well. Oh my God, and Diarra's giving it right back to Gakpo, and Liverpool will break. That's so good from Dan Ballard, keeping it away from Verts. McAllister will take a 50-yard shot. Never going to happen, bro beans. Nico Gonzalez to replace last 20. And Rayon Shirky will replace Philly Frozen. Foden hasn't been at his best for a couple of games. Didn't find it today, if you ask me. Didn't need to, however. Didn't really need to. His teammates have done very, very well. Oscar Bob is about to come in for Fulham. Most likely for Harry Wilson, which is dumb, if you ask me, but Nori fouled by Wilson. He'll get the advantage. Bassi and Semenyo renew their relationship once again. Bassi the winner in that one. Tete down the line. Berga comes unable to get it past Nico. Nori gives it away. Josh King trying to get the ball to Harry Wilson. Harry Wilson coming off. Yeah, he's worked hard. It's been tough for him out there today. Been tough out there for him today. Well, the entire front line for Fulham has now been changed. What, if anything, can they conjure? Oh, my goodness gracious. We're in the first half stoppage time at the Fortress of Light. 1 minute to go there. Wilson not excited about being subbed, as you might expect. But hey, bro, haven't been effective. You're down 3-0. Down 3-0. Scores the same elsewhere. Burnley still beating Palace 3-2. Imagine if Burnley win that one. Forest 0, Wolves 0, Villa 0, Brighton 0. Of course, the other two games are on the screen. Space is opening up. Certainly. Normally makes a run forward. He's going to get the pass to Tete for company. Now he's got 2. Oscar Bob wearing the 14. What's Paul Tierney called? Hey! Oh, is that a penalty for Sunderland? Konate. Oh, wow. That would be very soft if they called that a penalty. Be very soft if they give a penalty for all that in the box. It looks like it's halftime at the Fortress of Light. 0-0. Sunderland hanging in there, playing tough. Liverpool unable to find a way through. Meanwhile, Man City enjoying themselves, very comfortable out there in the rain, in the torrential downpour. And it's certainly not been the successful hate-along we were hoping for today. Snap Meme says City has passed the eye test. Well, for today. Perhaps today's eye test. Perhaps today's eye test, Snap Meme. Of course, we can all ask Nez about it at 6 o'clock. Make sure you got that notification bell on. The Cup Chasers podcast, the panel show tonight after the action. We'll be live 6 o'clock USA time, 11 o'clock UK time. Can Josh King get the ball? He can. Here's Kevin. 1v1 with Kuzanov. Ryan Sharkey comes in to help. Not sure Bob was ready for that one. And oh, wow. Man City getting every call, every single little thing that happens. And why wouldn't they? Liverpool game win for City has given a lot of confidence and momentum. They can only hope. They can only hope. I think it certainly was a bit of a shot in the arm after staring down what Bernardo Silva called the end of the title race. So Mark Gahey's just so calm back there, man. Just so calm on the ball. Nori just gaining all the possession. territory, I should say. Gives it right back to Oscar Bob, though. Here's Josh King. Cuts inside. Now Iwobi. Finds Tete. A little bit of space. Quickly closed down. Fulham worked it well here. Bassey for Kevin. Excuse me, that was Sessegnon still on the pitch. Bassey throws his arms up. He's got no options ahead of him. No movement. Tete down the line in behind for Oscar Bob. Aitonori on his back, trying to turn. Snap meme, it's always bad news when Arsenal lose. It's always bad news when we lose. I'm very confident, however. I am very confident. The way Brentford plays suits Arsenal very well. Go check out the preview I did this morning. It's very relevant. Very relevant right here on the channel. Of course, make sure you got the notification bells on. You know when we're going live, when we're doing all the things we're doing. Good ball down the line here for Sessegnon. He's got some space. He's going to get across in. Mark Gahey there again for the Citizens. Mark Gahey there once again for the Citizens, who's easily becoming one of their best players in the back line. Easily becoming one of their best players in the back line. And even though this second half has been even, I would say it's because City have let up, have sat back a bit, have not pressed as high. And they've just dealt with everything Fulham have tried. Shirky, perhaps the first chance to really get on the ball, does well with the back heel to win the throw-in. Scattered applause from the scattered seats at the empty head. Harrison Reed, the guy who's going to smash one against Liverpool coming in. Anyways, Stadium of Light has kept their unbeaten record safe so far. So far, Snap. So far, still a half the play there. Not for lack of trying from Liverpool. Gahey doing well there. Here's Tijani Reinders running at the defense and finding Marmoush out wide. Yes, Liverpool is dangerous. They've been knocking on the door. They've been knocking on the door. Are you saying the team Liverpool is dangerous or like the city is actually dangerous? I'm just kidding. City just keeping the ball here now. Just a training exercise out there. And their fans singing definitely should be enjoying it. Should definitely be enjoying what they're seeing from their team out there. I'm hoping for a similar performance tomorrow from the Arsenal. That's for sure. And if there's any hope, any tunnel at the end of the light, as our good friend Saeed says, then Fulham one right here, right now. Oscar Bob on the interception. Gives it right back to Gahey. Bob putting the pressure on Donnie Ruru. Almost wins it back. Sanderberger coming off for Harrison Reed. Can he conjure anything? Or is that just because you expect Berger to be tired by this point? They've had to work really, really hard, chasing a lot in that first half. I mean, commentators say it's a game of two halves, I guess. But City haven't necessarily been awful in this second half. They've just set off a little bit, as they've done in most second halves. But Fulham haven't really put it on them. Haven't really put the pressure on. No really dangerous attacks where you think they should have scored. And that's to City's credit. They've stood up well. They've stood up well, sure. Absolutely have. Of course, the new guys from Fulham still working hard. See, every time. That's so weak. So weak, man. Anytime there's a shoulder barge and City goes down, the ref just calls it. They're already up 3-0. Like, are you seriously going to favor them this heavily? I'm just sour. I'm just sour. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to do it ourselves. We're definitely going to have to put City down ourselves. I don't think, you know, we can rely on the likes of this Fulham performance. That's for sure. But of course, if we handle our business, we don't need to worry about anyone else anyway. Good work from Marmouche. So too Tete and Reinders. Great work from Oscar Bob. There you go. Good tackle. Now Kevin's going to drive right at the defense. That's going to be a yellow card, my friend, for Nico Gonzalez. Ruben Diaz arguing about the challenge before. That was a good challenge. Marmouche just goes to kick it right as Bob gets the challenge in, and he's a good challenge. He's won the ball. Yeah, I mean, you've kicked him from behind to stop the fast break. That's a foul and a yellow card, Nico Gonzalez. Textbook, bro. Textbook. City fans don't like it. It is what it is. Pep not excited about that one. He's got a yellow card as well. What can Fulham conjure from this one? Harrison Reed over the free kick. Will there be some late drama here? Nope. No, there will not. There will not be any late drama, right? Right? Oh, my goodness gracious. Having to figure out how to entertain ourselves here because it's been a very poor watch along. Been a very poor watch along for us. That's okay. We're definitely buoyed by yesterday. Yesterday was a great hate along. Long one here. Marmouche's going to get there in front of Bassi. Bassi's worked really, really hard. Bassi's worked really, really hard today. Meanwhile, the commentators are talking about some random game between Liverpool and Fulham. That's a good ball to the opposite side of the press for Bassi. Fulham haven't done enough of this today. Here's Kevin to go at Kusanov, calling for a second man. It's a ball into the channel. Sessegnon across. There's Josh King. And once again, Mark Gay in the way. If you're picking out a defender, your best player, the man of the match for City, it's definitely been Mark Gay. He's been there every time. He's been there every single time. I know where to hit one long. I think Fulham are just about cooked here. Just about cooked here. Semenyo. That's definitely a foul, ref. Kevin trying to hit the byline. Kuzanov doing really well. Kevin will win it back. Ball across. Oh my God, goodness. Guess who's there once again? Mark right in that back line. Nico with a good turn there. Ball out wide for Ryan Shirky. 5 minutes left here, including your stoppage time. And Fulham not doing anything for us today. Not showing anything to us today. Referee plays advantage here as Man City come down with the second ball despite the foul on Semenyo. And it's walking pace at this point, folks. It's all over but the crying. The gap is cut to 3 at the top. Pressure's on for tomorrow. Pressure's definitely on for tomorrow. City have 100% handled their business today. Arsenal will have to do the same thing. Iwobi's always getting there ahead of Shirky. Kevin's had a lot of the ball since coming on. When he's still working hard, causes Gahey to put it out for the throw. He's absolutely worked his socks off. Liverpool match about to get back underway. Here's Oscar Bradley at the side. Bassey's had to work his socks off, but he's had a very difficult game today versus Haaland and now Marmoush and Shirky. The likes of Semenyo. It's good work from Fulham to get it down the line here for Oscar Bob. It's going to go at Gahey. Just takes a little bit way too much time. Ait Nori doing well, but he's giving it back to Oscar Bob, but done very well just to toe poke it for Shirky. Who's giving it away here? Kevin. That's horrendous. It's about sums it up for Fulham going forward. About sums it up for Fulham going forward. For the Liverpool second half. That's what we're going to do here because the City game is in the 90th minute. And there haven't been many stoppages. Probably going to be about 1 minute. And then we'll be able to switch fully over to Liverpool and Sunderland. And the back kicked off once more in the northeast. 3 minutes of stoppage time for Man City to enjoy themselves. An impressive win for them today. An impressive first half followed by a professional second half. Yes, you can say that Man City dropped off a bit. As far as the territory they were pressing in this second half. And Fulham have been unable to take advantage. Marmoush didn't know where the ball was. Shirky Tries to play him in. Fulham can come the other way. Sessegnon still working hard. Just going to run through everybody. And that's one thing you can do against high lines. That's one thing you can do against the high line is act like you're going to pass it or actually pass it to someone who's offsides, and then that person doesn't go for it. The defense stops because they think he's offsides, but then the guy who played the ball could just keep running through, and Sessegnon just tried to run through it there. When you can fake out the high line when you fake a pass, but then go for it yourself because everyone stopped thinking that you've played it to somebody that is offsides. There are a couple of ways to break high lines, man. There's a couple of ways that you can break these high lines, you know. Sunderland with the ball across. Some early pressure there. Got about a minute left in Manchester. It's all over but the celebrating for the Sharks. Doing their best to avoid becoming shark fin soup this year. They're giving it a good go. As it stands, only 3 points separate City from Arsenal. Here's the ball across from Diarra. Here's Kevin. Ooh, great turn from Josh King. And they finally make Donnarumma make another save. It's been a while. Looked comfortable, and he just makes sure it goes over. Keep the clean sheet intact. There will be time, perhaps, for this corner kick. And that'll be about it. And that will be about it. Can Fulham get a consolation here and help with the goal difference? And help with the goal difference. It's a good ball across. Oscar Bob. And that'll be it. That will be all she wrote, my people. It's a 3-0 victory for Manchester City. A fantastic performance in that first half. A professional performance in that second half. Fulham never really able to get anything going. And that'll be my opportunity here to switch over to the Liverpool match as Ekitike. Wait a minute, Ekitike going in. That's a horrendous touch from the Frenchman. And we'll just let my iPad run and do the commercial here for Walgreens. Big up Walgreens, I guess. All right. And now I've got the Liverpool game in my ear. We got the commentators up. All right. Ball comes down for Angulo. Here's Hume going for the shot. Ooh, that was not too far for Trey Hume. As we're in the 50th minute at the Fortress of Light. All right. So my man Nez got his victory. He'll be happy. He'll be happy. Here in about an hour and a half, in about 90 minutes, the Cup Chasers will be live and direct with the full panel show. Now here's Enzo Lefebvre. They've had a little bit more of the ball, Sunderland, here in the first 5 minutes of the second half. We'll see what they can conjure. We will see what they can conjure here. Granit Xhaka still in the stands. In the second half here, it's 90-10 possession. This will change, however, as Andy Robertson brings it forward for the green men from Liverpool. Doesn't look like there's been any substitutions at halftime for either team. Sunderland very deep in the block here. Very deep in the block. when they concede possession. Is Ekatike closed down Robin Roos, but I didn't see it. I was looking at it on my phone. I clicked on Cal and Anton's watch along over for the hate along over at Fire Them Cannons, and it's already locked it off the screen. Unsuccessful. Make sure you're locked in over there at Fire Them Cannons. Anton and Cal are doing big things. I'll make an appearance every now and again, but they're definitely putting in the work, grinding and grafting. So make sure you're locked in over there at Fire Them Cannons podcast, at Fire Them Cannons on YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe over there. Give them the love that you're giving me here, and I appreciate it. Appreciate you being here, of course. Make sure you're liking and subscribing every time. Here comes Anguilla down the line. McAllister with a good challenge. And he's going to win it. He's going to win it, and he's going to battle until Anguilla fouls him. Well done from the World Cup winner. Yeah, that's well done from Alexis McAllister, for sure. Frustration from Anguilla. Sunderland more than happy for Allison to hit that long and win the second ball here. Hey. But here's Vert. Sunderland retreating. Lot for Salah. Ronaldo comes close. That's great D. Great D from Ronaldo, but Salah will win it back. Goes at him once again to the byline. Anguilla has to concede the corner kick. Anguillo, I should say, is very, very good D, but last-ditch stuff. Mo Salah working hard on the right-hand side. And we'll just check in to see if Sean Dyche got fired, as my man Elbow was talking about earlier. See what has happened at the other stadiums as far as the scores. Villa beat Brighton 1-0. Forest draw with Wolves. Oh my God, that's horrendous. Verts is going to get to the byline here after the corner, but Forest, man. And you got to wonder, Elbow was saying that Marinakis was at the game. Is Sean Dyche going to survive the evening? We've already seen one firing today. Already seen one sacking today. Will we get another one before the podcast gets going? Ball in for Gravenberch. Some space. Tim Ballard giving everything he's got to get in the way of that one. Here's the shot. Charged down once more. Sunderland absolutely working hard in that defense. Salah unable to bring it in, but Liverpool win the second ball and come again. Do they? Do they? It's in there. It's a battle. Falls for Gravenberch, and it's a good ball by line. Ronaldo's going to get in front of Indo there. Well done. Burnley still beating Palace 3-2. They're to the 90th minute at Sellers Park. And what an absolutely incredible win that would be for Burnley, and a horrific win. A horrific result for Crystal Palace, who are actually level with Spurs right now. I don't know if you've had an eye on that table, but they're level with Spurs. And the battle for that third relegation spot is very firmly between West Ham, Forest, Palace, and Spurs. Leeds with a fantastic draw yesterday at Stamford Bridge, I think are out of the conversation now. I think they're just fine. That is poor from Anguilo. Just goes right out of bounds. But yeah, Crystal Palace in trouble, people. Just as much trouble as the Pollo Frito chickens. That's an important touch from Danny Ballard. And that's a ball in behind. Robbie's going to get on it here. Konate wants offsides. 1v1. Step over. Goes to the left to the byline. McAllister working really hard there, but I think they're going to call it offsides anyways. Oh, I don't know that he's offsides there. I'm not sure he's offsides there. Van Dijk might have kept Robbie on. If he puts it in the net there, there's going to be questions asked. Unfortunately, he did not for Sunderland. Ball with Renildo as Sunderland try to play it around the back. It's pretty even, this one. Sunderland and Liverpool. It's a battle in that midfield. It's a battle in that midfield like it always is. Indo doing well against Anguillo. Oof, McAllister very nearly giving it away to Hume, and then he gives it away to Mukiele instead. 1v1 with Anthony Robertson. He's going to come and shoot with his left. I think Allison had it covered in the end. Well, that's very quick, and that's the right back. He just says, you know what, I'm coming for it. And that's not that far away. Allison had it covered in the end. Regis Labrie in conversation with his second in command there. Will there be subs? We're reaching the 60th minute here. Almost to the 60th minute here. Ball on from Gakpo. Ballard gives it right to Verts, and there's space here on the counter. Ekatike in the box. Ball across. And I thought for a second there that Mo Salah had actually missed that horrendously. But Renildo, he's hit Renildo in the face with the shot. Renildo doesn't know a thing about it. Doesn't know a thing about it. Just make sure he's in the way. Does well. Does well there. Renildo's a good player, man. Renildo's a good left back for sure. He's had a very good season at Sunderland. Sharing a smile with Big Verge as he comes in for the corner kick. Damn, Cody Gakpo is almost as tall as Virgil as well. He's some big dudes, Liverpool. Ekatike's that tall as well. Some specimens for sure in the green tonight. That's not to say that Alderete and Danny Ballard are some big dudes in that box there surrounding Robin Roofs. Konate, man, yeah, there's some big mothers in there. Oh, man. Everybody turn around and looking at the ref. Hey, everybody's pushing. Konate's pushing, Lorette's pushing, Ballard's pushing, Virgil's, they're all pushing. A lot of argy-bargy going on in there. Here comes the in-swinger from Salad Bowl. Oh! Oh my God, it's going to be an own goal. It's going to be an own goal. That Van Dijk flicks it on to the post. Actually, I don't think it will be an own goal because this was on target. I think it's on target from Van Dijk. It is, yeah. Oh, you got to do better there. You got to do better as Diarra on the back. He's not live to it. And Liverpool take a surprise lead at Sunderland. And that kind of came out of nothing. It's been very even in this second half. But of course, my man Asif will be very happy with that one. And it's a fantastic delivery. And there you have it, folks. 1-0 to Liverpool. at the Fortress of Light. Although we got half an hour to go in this one. All right, people. Oh, Endo's kind of hurt himself here as he's conceded the corner. That's not good, man. That's not good. They can't afford to lose they don't have anybody in the damn back line. It'll be Joe Gomez. Considering Man City win today, Charles says Jake and Havertz news will Odegaard and show. What's the Havertz news? And Havertz news will Odegaard and show some goals tomorrow. Well, I hope Odegaard, if he plays, does well. What's the Havertz news? Oh my God, are you serious? Are you serious? Wow. 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 Is my stream going to work or not? All right, here we go. Havertz out. Out. Once again. Once again. Unbelievable, man. Can't keep anybody healthy. Can't stay healthy to save his life, dude. Ridiculous. Just Brentford and Tottenham. Homie, Charles, just Brentford and Tottenham. We got 2 other games. We have 2 other games in between those. What are you talking about? It's not just Brentford and Tottenham. He's going to miss 4 games if it's just those 4. And Brentford and Tottenham are important games. Endo's going to – looks like he's going to have to go off here. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's bad news for Havertz. And I'm not even sure that Odegaard is ready to go, so it might be Eze. It might be Eze. But if Odegaard is back fit, that doesn't bother me. You know, that'll be fine. I think we'll still be just fine against Brentford. Yeah, I agree. But the point is, Havertz was just fine in form, just really getting into a groove. But yeah, that's why we have a squad. You're right, Charles. Definitely why we have a squad. And if not Odegaard, Eze should be fine in there. Should be fine. But it's now Marino, Saka, Odegaard, Trossard had a knock. Everybody thought it was just cramp, though, I think. Havertz, I mean, we just can't stay away from the injury table, man. As soon as it's looking like everybody's going to be good, we got a 5-month leg break, now a muscle injury. Odegaard randomly out for 3 games. Saka randomly out for 3, 4 games, 5 games now. How many ever flipping games? Because he's not supposed to be back till Tottenham, I don't think. Endo's going to get stretchered off here. And that does not look good, as it could be another season ender for Liverpool. Good grief, man. Obviously, Szoboszlai suspended today. So Joe Gomez is going to come in here whenever they eventually get Endo taken care of. But this looks really bad. This looks really bad. And it's one of those where, like, I think he planted his foot and his knee kept going against it. man. This looks, and it looks really bad. It looks really bad. Hopefully he'll be, I mean, this is, you're already thinking like he might need surgery. He may have torn something here. Woof. And of course, there's going to be a ton of stoppage time you would expect. Charles said, I think Havertz is also a bit of a smoke screen. He might be managed to get our real tins into form. We know David Ornstein gets info directly from the club. Yeah, I mean, I trust David Ornstein. I absolutely trust David Ornstein. But I'm very much hoping that Odegaard is back. Very much hoping Odegaard is back. Because we need him, despite what a lot of people think about him, despite what a lot of stuff I've heard online and on X. X is a cesspool, man, but sometimes I'm there, sometimes I'm there. Of course, you can only hope that it's not too serious for Indo. You never want to see something like this, especially when it wasn't even a contact, wasn't even contact. It was, he's kind of like kicked into the ground. But Joe Gomez is on. And there'll probably be 6 or 7 minutes of stoppage at the end of this one. And we'll get started back with a Sunderland corner kick. Enzo Lefebvre to serve. And here comes. Who's in there? Virgil van Disney with the clearance. Trey Hume back for Renildo. Here's Siddiqui out wide. Can Sunderland build something here down a goal? Plenty of space for Lefebvre. Ball across. Looks like Ekitike on the defense. Here's Salah. It's behind Gakpo. And Salah, man. Salah just not at it. He's had some moments today. But I don't know what's up. It's good service on the corner kick, of course, from Salah. What kind of comeback power can Sunderland conjure here? Plenty of space here for Mukiele. Oh my goodness, that ball got all the way across to Gomez. Salah to hack one long for Ekitike. He's going to get there. Danny Ballard trying to pull him back. Here's Ekitike cutting inside. Ballard doing really, really well. McAllister finds Salah into the box. That might be a handball. That might be a handball from Enzo Lefebvre. Ekitike got the shot, but Salah asking the questions. Oh, I think it hits his right arm, which was closer to his body. If that hits the left arm there, I think that's a penalty. I think that's a penalty if it hits his left arm instead of his right. Ropes will hit it long. Brabi and Kanate renewing their battle. Poor touch from Gravich. Brian Brabi picks it up. Sunderland with a little bit more of the ball now that they've gone on behind. Here's Siddiqui now. It's a ball into the mix. From Hume. Sunderland with the penalty. Mukiele across. Where is it? Where is it? It's going to fall. Here's Mukiele. Here's Ronaldo. Another ball across. It's in. And it goes over from Trey Hume. Sunderland asking the questions. Sunderland wanting a penalty. Good touch here. He goes for the shot. That's a great challenge from Konate, I think. I think he does well there, Konate. He does kick the man first, but then blocks the ball on the second one. On-field decision is confirmed. No pin. Pressure relents there for Liverpool. But Sunderland definitely going for it here. Now that they're down a goal, it's going to be an intense last 25 minutes here, or so. Liverpool, of course, are going to try to prove me wrong. Charles asking about using Norgard. I think that with Wigan and Wolves, our next two games after Brentford, I think Norgard will play in those. Although I won't be surprised, although I won't be like too surprised or shocked, and I won't be upset. I don't think we'll lose much in the midfield if Zubi or Rice are substituted for Norgard. I definitely don't want to see all three of them at once and sacrifice the center attacking midfield spot. I'd much rather see Eze in there. Would much rather see Eze in there. And I expect we will if Odegaard doesn't play. But of course, we'll be locked in tomorrow for the watch along. Make sure you got that notification bell on. You'll know when we're live. And Alderweireld is giving it to Ekitike here. Oh, Havertz left it for Salah. Mix up there. And here comes Alderweireld on the charge. Vert's working hard. It's going to foul Enzo Lefebvre there. But yeah, of course, we'll be locked in for the Arsenal game tomorrow. I'm confident we should do well. Brentford sorts suits how we Havertz news. So I was talking about Havertz starting in that preview, but you know, that's how it goes. Curtis Jones entering the fray. 15 minutes plus stoppage time at the Fortress of Light. Plenty of time here for the Black Cats to save it. Dan Bell battling in there really well. Ooh. What's happened there? Mukiele asking him what's happened. What are you doing there? Oh, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. He's not even looking at him. Just a sore one. Just a sore one. Steps on his foot. It's Mukiele. Oh, he cuts it back and goes for the shot himself. That's so selfish. That's so selfish from the right back. Does well to turn Salah. And Robertson. Oh, and then smashes. You got to keep it down, bro. You got to keep that down if you're going to just smash it like that. I watch Arsenal wherever I can. So if it's on USA, I actually don't have a cable subscription because cable is dumb here in America. But if it's on USA, we can always find streams. But I much prefer it to be on Peacock because I do pay for Peacock, and you don't have to mess with streams. You get all the games. It's easy. I also watch on Paramount, but Arsenal never play on Paramount unless it's Champions League. So we're always locked into the Champions League games as well. And that's how I'm able to watch Serie A. That's how I'm able to watch Coppa Italia. That's how I'm able to watch Carabao Cup. CBS has the rights to a lot of stuff, actually. And NBC has the rights to the rest of it. Of course, NBC owns USA Network as well. That's a good ball. Konate, important interception there. And that's a good pass for Mo Salah in the pocket. Ekitike is very offsides. Now too is Curtis Jones and Salah. Verts makes the right choice. Robertson was on sides. He puts the ball across. Ekitike had a chance. Ekitike has a chance. It might have been offsides, but that's a great ball from Andy Robertson. Great ball from Andy Robertson. Just go on and score here, he says to his mate. Almost a second for Liverpool. Alderete down for Sunderland. He's worked hard today. He's worked very, very hard today. Triple sub here for Sunderland. Time to go for it. Absolutely is time to go for it. Peacock not showing. All the Premier League is pathetic. Paramount's good. Commentators good. Champions League. ESPN obviously does. FA Cup. Peacock. Yeah, well, I mean, it's all about money, isn't it? It's just all about money. You know? It's the same way. Like, I watched the 2022 World Cup. I didn't want to pay for Fox because Fox is lame as well. And so I watched the whole thing in Spanish. I watched the entire World Cup in Spanish. My wife hated it so much. She got so mad at me because just over and 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 over again, we were having to hear the goal. Spanish commentary is epic. It's epic. It's so different. Spanish commentary is so different from the way English people commentate, from the way Americans commentate as well. It's so different. And if you speak Spanish, it's enjoyable, right? And I'm, blessed that I studied in school, and so I can understand it. And so it's fun because it's just very, very different. But yeah, Peacock and NBC, they're greedy, of course, but most large corporations are. And so, there's so much money in the TV deal. There's so much money in the TV deal. Is it the Arabic commentary on beIN Sports? I remember beIN Sports from back in the day when they would do replays of Spanish games and they would let what's his face, Ray Hudson and Steve McManaman do the or Ray Hudson and who was it that was always with Ray Hudson? La Liga back in the day on beIN Sports. I can't remember. But before NBC bought the rights to play the Premier League here in America, we got to watch the lunchtime kickoff on ESPN, and it was always Ian Darka and Steve McManaman. Here's Ronaldo in for Mundle just on the pitch. It's good D from Joe Gomez. But yeah, I'm actually a huge fan of Culture Shock. I think that we're all circumstances, who we are as people It's a huge circumstance of your birth and the geography of your birth. And so one of my favorite things is just the simple one of my favorite things about life is the simple fact that I don't know everything, and other cultures, are fascinating to me. I'm a bit of an Anglophile. That's why I'm locked into the Premier League all the time, and I would love to listen. Like, I remember the Icelandic commentary that went viral after Iceland beat England in the Euros. This was that 6 years ago now, in 2018 or 2016, actually. God, that's been 10 years. Good grief. But the Icelandic commentator that went viral after, like, when Iceland scored the third goal against England to seal it, whatever, and he's freaking. It's fantastic. It just brings out of my face thinking about it. So yeah, the differences in commentary is always very interesting to me. Yeah, Ian Dark is definitely my favorite as well. Clive Tildesley as well. Current ones, Peter Fury is good but overrated. Just grew up on old FIFA games. Peter Drury was nowhere, just a preference. Yeah, I think Peter Drury he's all right. He's all right. He's definitely been in, commentating on some of the most iconic games over the last few years. And I like his diction, the way he tries to say different things. It's a skill, that being able to turn phrases differently. So we watch the same game over and over and over and over and over again. So being able to find different ways to explain the action, I think, is like the commentator's best skill. Like, that's the best skill you can develop as a commentator. Great ball from Enzo Lefebvre. He slipped, however. Here's Mundell. And now Ronaldo. Sunderland to find the equalizer here. Curtis Jones is going to get underneath that cross. It's a poor touch, though. He shows too much to Enzo Lefebvre. Who wants to come down with it here? Here's Mukiele. Diarra almost gives it away to Ekitike there. But Liverpool back in their shape. Back in a shape. Ronaldo in the pocket here. Pressed up very high. Gertruda. Saul in the middle there, unable to get the right ball. And Allison will collect. About 10 minutes, I would say, left, including the stoppage time. Plenty left for Sunderland to rescue a point here and remain as the only unbeaten side left at home in the league. Of course, an incredibly difficult record to achieve and maintain over the season. A certain Manchester United making sure Arsenal can't hold that claim this year, unfortunately. Liverpool standing up, looking like they're up to the task at the moment. But it's definitely tough for any team in this league to defend against sustained pressure for long periods. It's a ball across. Get there, Allison, underneath it. Liverpool just look to play out. Can they find the extra man? Ball around the corner. Salah fouls Ronaldo. They're going to play advantage, and then that was a dive, but they'll give the foul eventually. They'll give eventually there on that one, and Chiesa will be joining down the line for Mundell. Double teamed. Salah and Gomez. They do just enough. to get it away to Wirtz, and now Gomez. Mondo slides in, and then he puts it back to Alisson, who finds Salah very well, who just does enough. Is Ekitike stayed on side? He's got some space. Talby retreats. Now cuts inside Ekitike here. Here's Curtis Jones. Reverts. Back for Curtis. And that was not too far away there. Liverpool looking to finish him off. Pressure relents. Ekitike will come off for Chiesa. He doesn't look excited. It's been a tough game. And anytime you're ahead at Sunderland, you gotta be grateful. Gotta be happy with that. Certainly have to be happy with that. And on comes Chiesa for the final minutes, just to shore things up. Salah's finding lots of space in the pockets here as the game opens up. The end gets stretched. Liverpool will look to hang on to the ball here just to run the clock down a little bit. Chiesa 1v1 here against Talby. And Talby shows him inside. Interesting that. Good little spell of possession here for Liverpool to break up the Sunderland pressure. Sunderland just got to work hard. I know it's late, but we're going to have to win this back. We're going to have to win this ball back. And they're going to have to win it back. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of work still left here for Liverpool to do. Who's going to win this second ball? Gomez, very, very advanced position, putting in a tackle. He's almost won it there. And Roos will just hoof it long. Brobby's underneath it, challenging. Didn't even know the ball was there. Konate. Oh, that's such a good touch from Robertson. Wirtz not quick enough, not strong enough. Sunderland winning in the middle of the park. Can they get forward? Chiesa does very, very well there to win it back for Liverpool. And they're just frustrating Sunderland here in the 90th minute. Just frustrating the Black Cats here in the 90th minute. Oh, that's well done. McAllister's giving it away. Here's Brian Brobby looking to hold it up, bring his teammates into the game here. Liverpool get back into their shape. 7 minutes. Definitely what we expected. Here's Siddiqui right through the middle, but didn't want the pass. Liverpool narrow in their shape. Talby plenty of time for the cross. No one's there. And Gomez does well to head it right back to Alisson. That's great stuff from Joe Gomez, who's been good since coming in for the injured Wataru Endo. I mean, there's no one in the box. He looks to hit one of the back posts, but there's no one there. Got to make sure someone's there. Ronaldo heads it down off the long punt from Alisson. Ballard deciding what to do with Salah on his back. 6 minutes. Can they conjure anything? Something. One chance. Some space here as one ball is able to open up the Liverpool press, and they'll retreat. Here's Mundle. Joe Gomez giving him way too much space. Not now. Mundle's going to do very well to get past him. Trying to drive the ball on. Ooh, that looked like obstruction from McAllister. Mundell goes down holding his face, trying to get the penalty from the referee. But VAR's already checked it, of course. Liverpool survived that one. I mean, he doesn't stand his ground. He steps in and doesn't win the ball, and the ball goes past him, but I guess whatever. Very quick check. Isidore comes on for Diarra. Very attacking substitution here for Sunderland for the last 5 minutes of the game to rescue a point and that unbeaten record. Gertrude with the ball across. It's for Bernard. Skips off his head there and away. Van Dijk tells Allison to hit one long, but he plays quickly instead. And Chiesa will give the ball right back to Sunderland. Down the line here, Robertson wins it. Here's Chiesa. Sunderland pressing high. Hey, that is so done from Curtis Jones, but he sells Gravenberch short. And Robbie back with Ronaldo. Curtis Jones goes and wins it back himself. That's well done. Now Mo Salah can break, but it's a 2v4. Ronaldo has worked his socks off today. Wirtz has won it back from him. Curtis Jones. Can Liverpool seal it here? Just slowly getting bodies forward. Sunderland get behind the ball. Liverpool more than happy to just keep it. Curtis Jones just too clever there. Why are you showing the flick when it didn't come off? Like they're ogling over the back heel, but it didn't work. So like, what are we? He was too intricate and he lost the ball for his team, and so the Peacock guys are praising him. Allison will hit it long. 3 minutes left. Most with Ronaldo. He's going to get past him. Truda concedes the corner kick. Shake of the head. Almost another own goal. Salah does really well. Salah does really well against Ronaldo there. I'm just ticking away here for Sunderland. Liverpool, an impressive result at the moment. 2.5 minutes remain. Is there another opportunity in it for Sunderland? That's poor from Van Dijk. Robertson pushes Mukiele in the back. He holds his hand with the referee. Referee doesn't care. Brian Brobby coming back to try to win the ball. Here's Mukiele now for Dan Ballard. They've done well, Sunderland, to win it back. But Liverpool try and pounce. That's great work from Sunderland until they've passed it back. Quick turn. Goalkeeper's got him too against Curtis Jones. And Enzo Lafay can bring it forward here. McAllister working hard still in the middle of the park. Curtis Jones, full of running, full of energy. Less than 2 minutes, cramp for... There's no way that's cramp for Siddiqui. It could be cramp for Siddiqui. Yeah, it could be. Roasting it long. Less than 90 seconds. Ball's up. Chiesa will hit it. Try to get it on the top for Mo Salah. Curtis Jones doing the hard work in there still. Ball comes down for Robertson. Finds Wirtz. And he'll bring it forward. Just a minute more for Liverpool to hold on here, but they're not holding on. They've had all the ball here in stoppage time. For Salah with the shots. Oof. That was not too far away on the other side. A minute left. Less than a minute. Ross launches it. Who's going to come down with the second ball here? Van Dijk wins the first one. And it's a foul against Chiesa there. Interesting that. Less than 30 seconds. Sunderland will hit it long, try to find some chaos in the box. Staring down the barrel of the first loss at home in the league. Liverpool trying to hold a big line. Deep ball. Bamford's there. He pulls Van Dijk down. Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely pulls Van Dijk down, and that'll be that you would expect. And what a massive victory this for Liverpool, needing to bounce back after the loss at home to Manchester City, to go up to Sunderland and win. And win they have. That's your final whistle, people. 1 Sunderland to learn 3 to make course. But yeah, a couple of good games for sure. Man City were superb in that first half, professional in the second. Liverpool made to work very, very hard, as all teams are, against the likes of Sunderland, especially in the rain, the Stadium of Light. But Van Dijk with the header off the corner kick to give Liverpool their 1-0 victory. And you got to say that's a fantastic result for them after the draw for Chelsea and likewise United yesterday. But yeah, that is all she wrote there for the Premier League this evening. Leeds cut the 3. Gap at the top is down to 3. Manchester City handling their business. Arsenal will have to do the same. And we're going to lock it off right here, people, because we're back in 45 minutes time. Do not go anywhere. Keep it locked in, or maybe go get yourself a little snack, something before we come back. At 6 o'clock, we will be live once again, live and direct, 11 o'clock over in the UK with the Cup Chasers podcast. That's right, Nez and my man Asif to talk all things City and Liverpool. We'll be obviously discussing their game against each other. We'll be discussing both of their games today. We'll be looking ahead to the Arsenal game. We'll be talking, of course, about the Arsenal game at the weekend, and we'll be looking ahead to the game tomorrow. That is in 45 minutes time. So make sure you're liking this stream. It does help the channel. Make sure you subscribe if you are new. It would be an honor and a pleasure to welcome you to the community every sub. If we got any of those left, of course, and I want to know what you're thinking in the comments. But yeah, like I say, get that notification bell on because we will be live once more in 45 short minutes. So again, I thank you for being here, and you will see me very soon.